Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Common Casual Wrestling YouTube channel. What are you doing here? You were in my shot. Okay, you know what? She can stay. I guess. This isn't the first time you've interrupted my videos. Anyway, aside from that, welcome back. It's been a while, right? You might be asking, where have I been? I will make a separate video about that. Just know that this channel is not going anywhere anytime soon. I am so excited to be making a video again. But you're not here for that. You are here for AEW Full Gear 2025 Wrestling Predictions by, of course, your hardcore casual over here. Again, casual just means chill here, not casual fan. But of course, I like to make content for whether you're a hardcore wrestling fan, whether you are a casual fan of pro wrestling. You're all welcome here. That's the theme of this channel. So that's a brief reintroduction. We will do a proper reintroduction to this channel coming up soon. But again, happy to be doing this. And for anybody who was asking, hey, when you're gonna make another video, I missed you making content. Even with this channel being as small as it is right now, it was encouraging to hear that. So thank you for everybody that supported me up to this point. But without further ado, shout out to Kenny Omega, wearing the shirt, and he's on this card. But we have here a list, a wonderful list of the matches. Again, we're only doing the main card, no Saturday Tailgate Brawl, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. If I was doing predictions against somebody, I might use these as tiebreakers, though. Maybe we'll do that with our boy Shot with Papa Doff in the future again. Let me know if you like these videos just with me doing predictions, or should we go back to what we tried before the break of doing predictions with a couple of friends. Let me know if you are willing to go to their channels and see what they picked against me and so on and so forth. It is currently a bit hard to do content with other people right now, but that is something I'm looking to do in the future. But anyway, all right, our first match of the night. Shout out to AEW for actually giving some love to the female talent specifically, but also the tag team division that is now building up. We have that wonderful tournament that's going on with the ladies. And I love that they are actually treating them like tag teams. So we have a 4-way tag match with the newly named Timeless Love Bombs, Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. We have the Babes of Wrath with Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. We have not a named team, but a team all the same. We have Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. A couple of powerhouses, very, very menacing in this tournament. Possible favorites. And we have the Sisters of Sin. Of course, we have Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Had to remember her name for a second. Sorry about that. The stakes of this match are interesting. They get to pick, whoever wins gets to pick a special stipulation for their quarterfinal tournament match coming up soon. So here's my thought process. Maybe I should get my thinking music ready. Let's do that real quick. Let's get the thinking music ready. So I'm thinking that the Sisters of Sin will take this. I think it was stated that they already have, they made the comment on this past Dynamite that we already have a stipulation in mind. If you thought Blood and Guts was bad, just wait until, we get to make a pick. So, yeah. I'm predicting the Sisters of Sin because I don't think they're going to win, even though they are a proper tag team in the tournament. I think either the Babes of Wrath or Timeless Love Bombs win in the end of the tournament. But I think Sisters of Sin need some kind of win to, at least make them look good, make them look menacing, make them look like they're a threat. And baby faces, whoever they have to face. I think they have the Babes of Wrath next. I could be wrong about that. I need to look at the bracket. But whatever babyface team that they will be facing, they need something to overcome. So I'm predicting the Sisters of Sin, and it would give them a win on pay-per-view. They've been doing good work. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that one in, and we're gonna move on to the next match. Okay, you guys might not like me for this next peek, but next up we have Pac versus Darby Allin. Just to keep this one short and sweet, I think, is this Pac's first solo match since being back? I love Darby Allin. We all love Darby Allin. I think Pac needs a win here. He'll probably get it from some kind of Death Rider interference, of course, but I think Pac needs the win here. He might be somebody who could take over the group if Moxley fails against Kyle O'Reilly later in the match. Or sorry, later in the night. So I'm gonna lock that in, no doubts. I think the Death Riders still need to be seen as a threat. The only other person that doesn't need to look like a threat right now is Jon Moxley, because he's seemingly, or at least how the story looks right now, is Jon might not be fit to lead the Death Riders anymore. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited for this match just because I'm not sure it's as cut and dry predictable as some of these, but anyway. AEW pay-per-views are decently good at not being predictable though. So anyway, next up, like I said, I'm wearing a t-shirt. We have my boy Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express versus the Don Callis family of Josh Alexander and, well, not full members, but the Young Bucks. And I like the story going into this. How they were on Dynamite looking at past matches of theirs of Full Gear, and one where they were teaming up with Kenny, and how they're not so sure if they want to join the Don Callis family. And this match is for $1 million, of course. It's a trios match. But I'm picking the babyfaces to win here. I take Kenny and Jurassic Express. Again, we don't know how long this guy has left to compete. You know, with the whole diverticulitis thing. He's unfortunately, because he's kind of past his prime, but the dude can still go. The dude can still work. Maybe not to his fullest extent anymore, but like he's still got a good 80% left in the tank. And Jurassic Express is a cool team too. People love cheering on with their song. Hey, I'm locking that in. Good guys win. And maybe the Don Callis family turns against the Bucks after the match, after maybe they, they're waiting for them to commit. And I don't think that they're gonna do it. I think we're gonna be looking to turn the Bucks babyface and put them with Kenny again and have the Elite be the Elite. Maybe put a team together that can take the belts away from the Ops. Just a thought there with the trio situation. But anyway, locking that in, Kenny and Jurassic Express. And I kind of hinted at it earlier. I think Jon Moxley in storyline needs to fail again, needs to tap out again. And what better to add some juice to the guy who's facing Kyle O'Reilly? You know, in NXT back then when Undisputed Era were in NXT on WWE, they were cool. But once they went, when some of them went solo, we had cool Kyle, and a lot of people didn't like that. Even though Kyle can go in ring, he's a great dude, he's a great MMA specialist. You look at, I think the title of his Instagram is like KOR Combat. Like the dude has a history of being an MMA guy. So, and the amount of submissions he was putting on Moxley in the Blood and Guts match, and he got the win for that team. Just keep that momentum going. I'm locking it in. Kyle O'Reilly, which it helps the storyline of the Death Riders too, have Kyle O'Reilly win here. This is no holds barred, just do it. I believe in you, Kyle, do it. As a fellow Kai, just do it. I'm locking it in, Kyle O'Reilly. But all right, this one you might not lock this next pick either. So we have the AEW World Tag Team Championships being defended by Brodito. I love Brodito. Can we all agree that Brodito is a great team? Side note, I hate to mention WWE in an AEW video, but I just got done watching SmackDown. Yes, I am recording this very late, but this will be out before the show starts on Saturday. But DIY, I don't think this is the first time they've done it, but they hit Shatter Machine on Fraxium tonight, and I was just like, nice shout out. FTR was a big rival of DIY back in NXT, so that was a really cool thing to say. I wonder if they like still talk and like, hey, like, do you guys mind if we do Shatter Machine on TV or whatever? Can we put that in part of our arsenal, you know, just to give you guys a shout out? It's like John Cena doing the shout out to his former rivals, you know, in his last run. It's cool. I like the internal respect or whatever. You know, we have a lot of this tribalism going on between AEW and WWE fans, not wrestlers, more or less. But yeah, it was just a nice thing to see. But that kind of goes into my pick. I think we had a lot of fun with Brodito, and Brodito doesn't need to break up as a tag team or anything like that. I think we're at a point where FTR, it might be time for that tag title run for a couple of reasons. One, I think they just have been consistent as a team, and they've been helping that division. But also, it sets up some bad guys for a future babyface team to win. We have Jet Speed, we have Skyflight, which they just put on a huge banger against the Don Callis family and the Bucks. And on top of that, when almost said Edge, when Adam Copeland comes back to TV, that gives them something to do against Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. So I say put the belts on them and have, you know, CNC get tag belts in AEW. Why not? You know? Why not? Anyway, I'm locking that in. FTR, unfortunately, wins the belts. But hey, these are two great teams. I will be enjoying this match regardless. 2 more matches to go, and we are continuing with the title matches. We have Chris Statlander, the champion that is out of this world, versus the CEO, anyway, against Mercedes Moné. How many belts does she have? Does she officially have 14 or 13 right now? Anyway, she just unified, finally, the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Was very happy to see that. That was a great match by her and Red Velvet. Listen, say what you want about Mercedes Moné, but she is highlighting the indie scene and women's wrestling in this run, regardless of what you think. A lot of people didn't know about some of these other promotions she's getting belts in, or some of the wrestlers that she is highlighting. So that is a positive. That's a good thing. We keep it casual on this channel. Positives, guys. Again, you're allowed not to like Mercedes Moné's wrestling or character, but listen, guys, objectively, she deserves, in my opinion, that PWI #1 slot because of what she's doing for the entirety of pro wrestling, not just AEW and herself. That being said, though, it's not time for the big gold belt yet. It's too early to take away the belt from Chris. It's way too early. She's had, what, 1 defense? Could I see it going either way, though? Like, do they want to bet on Moné? I could see a world where it happens, but I'm sticking to my guns here. I don't think they're going to do that to Chris yet. So I'm locking that in. Chris Statlander retains, but I'm very excited for the work that they're going to do. I might be more excited to see the in-ring work here than with Mercedes versus Toni Storm. That's just a personal opinion, though. Again, it might be a better match, it might not be a better match. That's just personal opinion here. But anyway, last but not least, and this makes it really hard to pick because we have Samoa Joe challenging Hangman Adam Page for the AEW title on the men's side. I think the safe bet here is Adam Page. I think he's still too early in this. But I think it was mentioned on commentary either this past week or last week that Joe has not, on like pay-per-view situations, he's not lost to somebody consecutively. So it really just puts it in the characterization of maybe he could win. There's some people that think he can win, but I'm not confident enough to say that Joe's gonna win here. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to the guns. I'm sticking with some cowboy-ish Hangman Adam Page. I've grown to love this dude just about as much as Cody Rhodes in WWE. And he's an amazing flag bearer for AEW. You know, with Kenny not being, you know, the A champion, the A guy anymore, I think Adam has really stepped up into that role. What after this, though? What after this? Maybe we can leave that off with the question of the video. Shout out in the comment section. If Adam Page retains, who do you think is the next title challenger? Because after 2 matches, that's got to be it, right? For Joe. Maybe they try to give Powerhouse Hobbs another shot, maybe. We'll see who they try to build up here. But anyway, guys, it's a joy to be doing this. Let me know your predictions along with that in the comments section. Without any further ado, goodbye and good night, bang. I'm just kidding. That is not my exit. That is Kenny's outro. A little bit of a mark for some Kenny Omega here. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Glad to be back. Again, I'll do a longer video about the absence at a later date. I have some other videos planned and stuff too, so I have some. My mind in this little break time has been spinning. I've been learning some things, and I'm just super excited to be back doing this. So without any further ado, no good night, bang. You know the phrase here, guys. I love you. Enjoy pro wrestling, and of course, keep it casual. Yeah, I like that. That put a smile on my face. Yeah, for the love of pro wrestling, guys, keep it casual, so we all can enjoy this together. That's what we're here to do on this channel. Good night, bang. Go Kenny. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough Kenny glazing. That's enough. Good night, guys.